Testing, testing. Is this thing on? I don't know if you guys are following me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/JJStyles. 3 zeros and a 1. Because, like, you know, you understand that's binary, right? Like, normally I do it like this. I go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Isn't that cool? 12 is like a peace sign. So whenever you do the peace sign, you're really saying 12 in binary. That is if you use nibble notation, because, you know, you need all 8 for... Don't need your thumbs. You might as well just cut those off, right? To spite your hands. Alright. But yeah, if you're following me on twitter.com/JJStyles, I kind of shit my pants, because, like, you know, I'd hate... You know, I'm an adult, and I can accept responsibility. I respect the law and everything it is. God damn it, I believe in justice more than you, probably. Because I've been fucked many times in the worst kind of way, like metaphorically raped, okay? And I don't use that word lightly, alright? I've had many people in my life that are rape victims, and I know what it's like. I see how they end up. So I don't use that word lightly. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it. Look, I just don't want them to kick in my doors like in the Hackers movie, because, like, my mom's got a bad heart. Like, she's got a valve thing. And, like, you know, Kanye West's mom, she, like, went in for, like, some plastic surgery and ended up dead. You know, and it's like... After hearing the shit that Dave Chappelle said about the Illuminati and the New World Order, you know what? I don't believe anything. Not without evidence. You know, like, hearsay is hearsay, gossip is gossip, and I take everything with a grain of salt. Unless, like, you know, I get to hang out with you and see the evidence personally, in which case it's like, well, that's pretty undeniable. That's the evidence. You know, I know this is crazy, but, like, hey, I can smoke weed in front of the camera and nobody kicks in my door. Like, a few years ago, that would have been impossible. I was talking about it on Video Virus, back at the Playboy Mansion. You'd get kicked out for smoking a joint. You couldn't spark up. Like, that was so illegal. Nowadays, people are open-minded. It's almost like we have a new Enlightenment era upon us. Like, what would that be? The Age of Aquarius or something? Age of Pisces? I'm not really a horoscope. I'm not really an astrologer. I'm not even really an astronomer. Though I did get an A in my Astronomy 101 class. And I learned all about the moon being 180,000 miles away from the Earth. And I am not a flat fucking worlder, you Phoebes. God, man. Wake up. How would GPS work if we lived on a flat Earth? Come on, people. I saw the Truman Show, too. It's called entertainment. Where was I? This should be called entertainment, because all I wanted to do... I'm glad I get to finish my message, because this is the only thing I really wanted to show you, is how I succeeded. Okay? I got to do a... Here, let me use the console, okay? Oh yeah, I gotta click that. You gotta know how to work your software if you're gonna work your software. Anyway, so I do a ls/al on a /hsphere slash... Oh, I forget what the directory is. I think... Oh, pkg, of course. ls-al /hsphere /pkg. Okay. And lo and behold, oh my god, do you know what that is? That's all the software that I need to start my web hosting company again. And, you know, I did a tape archive. I don't know if you people know what tapes are. It's what we used to use. Like videotapes, audio cassette tapes, and even computers used archive tapes. I think I showed you one on a previous stream. Like, this is what they looked like. Okay, you see there's like a wheel and shit. Has like a metal backing. There's like a label. Sometimes it says a company name, like the Magnificent 3M company that makes all of our lives easier through various adhesives and fantastic products that we couldn't live without. Stuff like magnetic tape, okay? And it says uncompressed. It's 400. Oh, that's some thick chroma key, I tell you what. I love this shit though, man. I've always loved chroma key, you know that. It's so useful. Alright, well, not at the moment. Okay, I'm trying to tell a story. So yeah, man, like uncompressed. It's like 400 megabytes. I don't know how to make that focus better, sorry. You know what, if I pull back a little and then I increase the size like that, you can see it says like 400 megabytes uncompressed, or wait, 400 megabytes uncompressed or 800 megabytes compressed. Now that may sound backwards, but what they're trying to say is if you don't compress your data, it's going to be 400 megabytes of storage. If you do compress your data, it'll be 800 megabytes of storage. It's like the difference between using tar, CVF, blah blah tar space directory or file you're going to tar up versus tar space ZCVF. You know, once you do that compression, it like practically doubles or even more your space on your tape. You can back up more on your tape using tar, the tape archiver. Isn't that a wonderful story? Doesn't it make you want to go like look up ancient Unix videos on YouTube right now, like the one I posted on Twitter the other day with that awesome guy that was telling you like all the stuff I never knew but always wanted to know about, like how did they make this shit again? Like, it's fucking fantastic. Anyways, so when you're in love with your operating system, of course you want to hack it, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? You're in love. And yeah, so I got my files, I tape archived them, and you know, I whatchamacallit, I copied it here to the backup directory, and I'm a happy camper. I was able to just punch it into my web browser URL, and I got everything I needed. And you know, that's what you call being DIY. I wasn't going to wait for somebody to supply me with the software. I did it myself. And I did it without hurting anybody. In fact, I did it by... I almost like to think I hurt these guys, these scam artists. Even though they've been shut down for years, I'm still providing extra humiliation, which is like icing on the fucking cake, baby. Take that, scam artists! I may not have got my $4,500 back, and I may be suffering still to this day, but you know what? Take that. You can have your cake and eat it too. Here comes episode 3 of Video Virus. You can't stop an artist because it's kind of like an idea and you can't blah 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 blah. Yeah, so whatever. Really, how do I work this thing? Oh shit, I really suck at this. God damn, I'm gonna get it right one of these days. Look, I'm almost there. I think I got it. Okay, but instead I gotta go to like here. Oh, I'd love to give you some money. God damn it! If I wasn't so broke, I'd do the 2551 option right fucking there. Hell, I'd probably type in 999999999 and never stop. Luckily, they stop at 10,000, so I guess 9,999 and 99 cents is as high as you can go. That's pretty cool. I'd do that if I was rich enough. I fucking would. And you know I'm not a liar. It's important. History. You gotta have context or you're just another fucking chump. Hey everybody, it's me again with another episode of Video Virus. And dang, we got a lot to talk about on today's show. But I'm just in case you're just tuning in for the first time, I'm your host J squared, whatever the heck. I'm just gonna be here taking phone calls, talking to you about various stuff tonight. I don't know. If you want to send us some email, you can send it to videovirustvshow@yahoo.com. That's right. Wait. Yeah. And then if you want to post on our forum, you can go to gamarayscomics.com/phpbb2 to take you right to the forums. But we actually had some forum participation last week, and I responded to that today. So, yep. I do a great job on this TV show. I respond and stuff, and yeah. But we are live and direct, and let me see here. Gotta push these buttons.
No numbers! Call in, folks! But there's no numbers.
No, well, Oh, there we go. And where'd my title go? This button doesn't work. Oh well. Anyways, people I noticed lately on these TV shows here on this public access station have been talking about, some of them have been talking about how this place might go away in the future, because of legislation, and it's kind of on the homepage on Access Tucson about how the current cable license agreement will expire on September of 2007. And I don't know a great deal about this topic because over the years I can say that the threats of access going away, have been they've always been around. There's been fear and gloom and doom. I mean, like, when I first heard about this bill, there was a form on the Access Tucson webpage to email our senators or to email our representatives. And it emailed, the page-long email that I sent went out to about 100 different representatives. And out of those, about 2 of them actually replied to me and told me that they appreciated my comments and that I was a good constituent and yada, yada, yada. And, I think, public access will probably always exist, but, to take it away would be really wrong. I mean, I watched on Democracy Now! Earlier today on this public access channel. They said that news stations all over the country, like 77 of them, have been using VPN, these video video news release promotion packages, and it's just like prepackaged corporate news that is being displayed to people as real news. And this one station has already agreed to stop playing VPNs, but it just goes to show that if you're watching, regular old television, non-community television, it's pretty much just a bunch of corporate crap. Yeah, basically. Thank you. You took the words right out of my mouth. So, I think that the best way to support community programming would probably be just to do a TV show, because that's the best way to let people know you're interested. I mean, that you're glad to have access around. I don't know. We have a phone call. Phone caller, what do you got to say?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
I'm going to kill you.
Now or never. All right. I guess never. So, anyways, I'm doing my part by having a show. You can try and send emails if you want. I know a lot of people expressed their views on these other shows I was watching that, like, they didn't care, or, that, like, it doesn't really matter. And, I guess it doesn't really matter, but, it's kind of cool to have around. I mean, where else are you going to get, actual people? That aren't like influenced by money. I don't know. But yeah, also on that Democracy Now! Show that I saw on this channel, they were talking about the vital concept of net neutrality and how all these telecom companies are lobbying to try and get Congress to privatize the internet and, you know, make things all segregated and separated. And, you know, I don't know. If that happens, you know, it'll probably be like a lot of the dystopian cyberpunk science fiction where you got data havens, where you got people, you know, operating completely private networks and people doing various, you know, I mean, I don't know. The general consensus is that it creates a non-competitive environment once you close your stuff off. Personally, I just think that it messes things up, you know, but I mean, things will continue to function whether things get messed up or not. I don't know. They were trying to say that we should be fighting for net neutrality, you know, as people, because all these corporations are, you know, trying to get this passed, and Democrats, you know, they're shooting it down too. You know, everybody's shooting it down. So everybody wants a nice corporate private internet, I guess, which, you know, I don't necessarily think will be a good thing, but, you know, stuff happens. But speaking of the internet, Google received a voice search patent. So basically, if you're going to be searching the internet using your voice in the future, you're going to be using Google to do it because they have the patent. And if anybody else tries, there's going to be infringement issues and all that. So, you know, when you're going to be going, computer, search for wares, porn, pirated movies, Google's going to reply back with search results, da-da-da, and you're going to be like, wow, I feel like I'm in Star Trek. But as of this moment, you know, it's, you know, apparently just a pipe dream. Like, they have something on Google's website, you know, under the Google Labs area about these, you know, where, like, they have the Google Maps and the Google blog or all that stuff. You know, they have it listed, but it isn't accessible at present. So I guess they've been trying to get this done since 2002, searching the web by voice, and now it's official. So once again, Google dominating the internet. We have phone calls. Let's see if they have anything to say. Caller, what do you got?
Hey, can you do me a favor? Stop saying
You know, I have a problem with that, and I just said it right now. And whenever I go to Circle K and I buy something and they ask me, you know, oh, do you want a receipt or do you want a bag? I'm all So I'm gonna have to work on that.
All right. Good luck with that.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Stay tuned. All right, phone caller, anything to say? Hello? No. All right. So, anyways, while we're talking about staring at video screens and stuff, I have right here the ratings for cable TV networks for the week of April 3rd through 9th. So, at position number 15, we have Fairly Odd Parents on Nickelodeon with 2.6 million viewers. 14 is the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship, Maryland versus Duke, with 2.67 million homes. Or 2.7, ESPN, yeah, I don't know. And then we got number 13, movie Parent Trap, and then 11 and 12, Fairly Odd Parents. 10 is Big Love, that show about the Mormons in Utah with the polygamy and the whatnot. And then we got Law and Order at 9. SpongeBob SquarePants filling up 6, 7, and 8. WWE Raw filling up 2 and 3. Sopranos at number 1. Parent Trap again at 4. I don't know. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you people is there's nothing on cable. You've obviously got cable. Either that or you're watching me on the internet. But regardless, you've probably got cable. And, you know, there's nothing on TV. This is what people are watching. And you might as well be watching me because, you know, I mean, I don't know. It looks like this is mostly, I don't know, the Parent Trap, Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob SquarePants. I mean, I guess it's safe to say that our children are still being raised by the television, which is, you a good thing, because everybody watches television, and, then everybody can have a common thing to unite upon and be like, hey, yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants, that rocks. And that phone caller hung up. But, I guess if you're going to watch anything on here, if you're going to watch, like, the wrestling that's rated number 2 and number 3, I guess you might as well watch Ric Flair. Yeah, watch Ric Flair, because he's held the world championship a whole bunch of times, and he's been through a lot of crap, and he's still really, really tough. So, anyways, but I mean, if you're gonna be watching that corporate TV, and trying to take your mind off things, you might want to try watching Big Brother this season, because I've been watching that show now for, since the first season, here in America. And apparently, this twist was just revealed a few days ago. The big twist for this season is that all the housemates, there I go again, the housemates are going to be all stars. That's right, an all-star cast of previous house guests.
You probably don't care about Big Brother, so I'll talk over it.
And it's going to be 20 house guests, and they're going to be whittled down to 12 or 14 housemates. And they're still going to be playing for the $500,000. I guess since it's going to be an all-star cast, I don't have a chance to be on the show this year, which kind of disappoints me, because I've always wanted to be on Big Brother. I'd do some crazy stuff if I was on there, I tell you what. But that Julie Chen, she'd be all over me. But no, I don't know. The thing is, though, I hope they bring back Will, Jordan, and Brittany from the first season, because, those guys, Will and Jordan, they got kicked off. They could have been Big Brother stars, but they had America voting back then, and people didn't want the conflict. Will was the, quote, angry black guy, that was disturbing the household, and Jordan was the sleazy stripper, that was, Will's friend, and they were both just evil, and they got kicked off way too early. They need to be brought back and given a chance for the $500,000. And, if they're going to bring them back from the first season, they might as well bring Brittany back, because, she was interesting, and, I'd like to see who took her virginity, maybe they'll show that on there. That was always a big topic of debate. Granted, most people are probably like, what? Who are these people? Because nobody watched Big Brother back in 2000. But, yeah, I recommend watching that, people. But, I guess, if you're living over, let's see. What's the FBI doing here? They're using TV to reach Muslims. So they're trying to recruit Muslims to be in the FBI, because they can't get any, I guess, to be in the FBI, and they're just spreading around their propaganda. So I think it's only fair we get a bunch of propaganda shoved down our throats every day, that we have to deal with and decipher. So they need to make propaganda to target every aspect of human life, until everybody knows exactly what to think. Because what else are we gonna do? I don't know. I guess I don't know. I don't. What? We got a caller. Caller, you got an opinion?
How you doing tonight, guys? This is the same guy I talked to you a long time ago, about 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. How's it going?
Huh? I heard about you talking about the Nature Boy.
About what?
The Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, I was talking about the cable networks, and if you're gonna bother watching any of this popular programming, I guess you might as well watch wrestling. I tried watching it the other day, and they had what was it, John Cena out there with
Triple H.
Yeah, it was just so boring.
Well, I could tell you, I could put an announcement for you. April 22nd, tickets go on sale for Raw World coming to Tucson.
Okay, that's cool.
And I could tell you, because Hulk Hogan used to say, remember?
You got it, brother. It's all stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, you have a pleasant night, then, dude.
All right, you too.
Bye.
Thanks for calling. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Hey, how's it going?
Going all right?
Hey, you're right. I'm watching you because there's nothing else on.
Right on.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Where does public access get its funding?
Well, they get their money from cable customers. That's the
how
way
can
I've always
we-
understood it. A portion of the money from the cable customers gets set aside specifically to make this stuff exist. I mean, maybe it's changed. I don't think it has anything to do with tax money whatsoever because it's just a cable thing. So.
And how can we as viewers prevent them from shutting us down?
Well, you know, they say that the best thing to do is to call your representatives because that's the only way. Like I mentioned earlier, I sent a letter to like 100 of our representatives, an email, and only like 2 of them responded to me, and I appreciated their responses. It's just
Right.
I don't know for sure that the other almost 100 representatives received my message. I mean, maybe they did, maybe they read it. I don't know. But if you call and talk to them and tell them, hey, I demand to have my television, they will listen.
All right. I'm there.
I mean, like
Thanks a lot.
I think
Keep it up, man.
Cox's number is what 884-0133 or 031-0133. Yeah, I think. And I mean, like Comcast, I don't know, they have this stuff too. I mean, apparently, this is all it has to do with the state too. Governor Napolitano, she signed this thing, so I don't know. Just tell everybody. Tell the cable companies. Tell the freaking state representatives. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Just if they like this stuff and they don't want it to go away. I mean, it isn't like you're being asked to pledge money. This isn't like KXCI or KUAT or anything where people are saying, "Hey, send us your money." This is just like, "Hey, call and say that you like public
Show your
access."
support.
I mean, if you care.
Right. Well, hey, keep up the good work, man.
You too. Thanks for watching, buddy.
All right. Bye.
But phone caller, you're on the air.
You're fucking sad. Evil God, glorified dancer.
That guy was probably going to start cursing if he didn't already. So, sorry, had to censor you. And, speaking of censorship, man, this really gets my gourd, I tell you. South Park was censored. That's right! I don't know if any of you people were watching, but the other day, South Park had an episode, part 2 of this whole saga, where Family Guy, right? I know what you're thinking. Family Guy? What? I thought we were talking about South Park. But no, South Park was doing a little parody where basically Family Guy was causing a whole big ruckus, because they were going to show Muhammad, and they showed an episode and they censored it with a block image, and then they were going to have another episode where they weren't going to censor it, and I don't know. I guess you kind of have to see it to know exactly. Well, I don't know. Here, I'll just read what it says here. There was something missing in Wednesday night's South Park, as a title card explained. Comedy Central has refused to broadcast an image of Muhammad on their network. It was not a joke. The scene depicting the Islamic prophet handing a football helmet to a character from Family Guy, at least that's how another of the show's title cards put it, was nixed by Comedy Central. A source close to the show said safety concerns were behind the move. Earlier this year, Danish newspapers published cartoons depicting the Prophet Muhammad, sparking deadly riots throughout many Muslim nations. Any rendering of the Prophet, even a positive one, is considered blasphemous by Muslims. So, I find it kind of ironic, just because of the fact that they censored the image of Muhammad, but back in July of 2001, there was an episode of South Park where Barbra Streisand took over the town, I believe, and the Super Best Friends, which was consisted of like Jesus, Krishna, Buddha, I don't know, I can't remember. But I know Muhammad was in there, and he was depicted. I think he was wielding flames, and nothing happened. Granted, I suppose that was because it happened back in July of 2001, and the world was completely different before 9/11, So, I don't know. All I know is Matt Stone and Trey Parker did a really good job of making Comedy Central look pretty silly, There's this guy, William Donahue, of the Anti-Defamation League, group Catholic League. He called on Parker and Stone to resign out of the principle for being censored because of what they did after the censored image. After the censored image, in the episode that aired during the Holy Week for Christians, oh yeah, today's Good Friday, so it was extremely in bad taste for this, I guess. Instead of featuring, they had a feature of an image of Jesus defecating on George Bush and the American flag. And I remember I wasn't paying close attention, but they were dancing around and, all happy, and the poo was flying. And according to William Donahue, the ultimate hypocrite is not Comedy Central. That's their decision not to show the image of Muhammad or not. It's Parker and Stone, he said. Like little whores, they'll sit there and grab the bucks. They'll sit there and they'll whine and they'll take their shot at Jesus. That's their stock in trade. So, I don't know. Phone caller, do you think they're little whores? Hello, phone caller? No, she doesn't. I don't know. I don't think they are. I think they're funny. I think that this guy has a stick up his bum, and he needs to watch some more South Park and lighten up.
Lighten up, eat chocolate salty balls.
Yep, eat some chocolate salty balls and loosen up, But, again, people are still talking about the Isaac Hayes leaving and the whole Scientology thing, and it's still in the news. It's... I don't know. I think it's just kind of interesting because amongst all this controversy, South Park just last week won a Peabody Award for what do they give those Peabody Awards for? For like excellent programming or something? I mean, it says that South Park won broadcasting's prestigious Peabody. Awards director Horace Newcomb said at the time that by its offensiveness, the show reminds us of the need for being tolerant. So, I don't know, chew on that, stick that in your pipe and smoke it, toss that around. I personally just don't like the way South Park's been getting pushed around, getting their show censored, getting stuff kicked off the air. But, controversy, it just results in attention, All this news attention, I'm sure, is just making people watch the show more, which is kind of like the way the Indonesian Muslim hardliners attacking the Playboy building in Indonesia increased Playboy sales. I guess they just started doing a Playboy magazine over in Indonesia, which is the most populous Muslim nation, apparently. And, in this first issue, there's no nudity whatsoever. I guess there's just, it's just like a Maxim or a Stuff or a FHM or whatever, which already existed in Indonesia as well. But these protesters, the Islamic Defenders Front, the FPI, they're known for taking law into their own hands, for example, by attacking bars selling alcohol during the Muslim fasting period and massage parlors. So these guys got a real DIY approach to making people, respect their authority. But I just think it's interesting that this made the issue sell out. All this publicity that it received and all this controversy from, basically what happened was, clad in white shirts and skull caps, the protesters threw rocks at the front lobby, breaking the windows of the building in the south of Jakarta several days after the magazine hit newsstands for the first time. So they're throwing rocks at the building, they're trying to protest and disturb things, and they end up making the magazine sell out. So it just goes to show you better assess your actions before you go and start doing things, because it might just have the opposite result of what you're intending. It's sort of like me. I don't have any intentions with this TV show, so it's going to work out fine. That's pretty much the way that goes.
That keeps it simple, silly.
Yeah, for reals. But
I'm just crazy.
nope, no phone callers. People are just too fascinated and interested by this. I spent some time producing today, it's been over the past few days, I assume that nobody's watching, but, I figure I'll take the time for myself, because, maybe in a year I'll be like, wow, what the heck was going on back in April? I don't know. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up?
Hi.
We've watched you. This is the third time we've watched you.
Cool.
Right on.
Hold on. Can you turn off the volume?
I think that would officially make them fans.
Yeah. Hey, we got fans. 3-time watchers.
We are fans, dude. I watched the first week by myself. My husband called you last week, and I'm calling you this week.
He said that he mentioned that you
Talking about
like
the
show
Spider-Man and whatnot, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm so sorry that you were corrected, but no, we're big movie fans, and we're fans of you. So, what's with the tattoo?
Oh, well, basically, I kind of thought that I would show it tonight. Well, one, it's been hot, so I was just kind of dressed like this. I did bring my sweatshirt just because it was really windy outside, and it seemed like something might go down. But, you know, basically, it's just a binary code that says something in ASCII. That's right. If any geeks are out there and they want to try and decode that and say what it means, I just gave you all the clues that you need.
That's
So,
what you were waiting for.
yeah, but I guess also if you ever watch that TV show ZTTF Home Movies on Saturday nights here on Access Tucson, you'll notice that the bass player has a tattoo exactly like mine, and that's because I am that guy. So just to prove that.
Yeah, well, we just got like basic cable. We haven't had any cable, and so now we have public access and everything. It's awesome.
Right on.
We like you guys a lot. Yeah. No, last week I was like, wow, he hasn't talked about any topics or, kept up on anything, but this week you are. And,
yeah, the last show I didn't really have many opinions. I don't know. I kind of like to let my viewers form their own, I don't know. I feel like if I go off spouting my own opinions, it'll just influence everybody else. But I mean, I've got to fill up the time somehow. I just didn't have as much luck with the phone callers the last show as I did with the first show.
Mm-hmm.
The first show, the phone callers were just too nice. But
okay, so you want us to be dicks?
no, absolutely. And don't say that either. Oh wait, you're talking about people named Richard.
Yes.
Okay. No, don't be Richards. Whatever.
Nixon, wonderful.
Don't be a Nixon.
Crazy person. Understandable.
But he respected the Maoists, and if you're not respecting the Maoists, I guess you're going to get trampled or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's that democracy show talking.
All right,
Democracy
well,
Now.
don't take talking to me all night. I'm sure you have some more callers coming in.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. All that good stuff.
All right, good night. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, man, fans. Woo! I don't know. That totally throws off my theory that nobody's watching. So, but oh well. I wanted to go see the Notorious Betty Page movie today because I read that it was going to be open in selected theaters today, and that's exactly what happened. It got opened in selected theaters today, selected in like Los Angeles and New York and places that aren't Tucson. So when I went and checked on their website, it won't be here until Cinco de Mayo. So on May 5th, go and see well, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go see that Betty Page movie because, well, I don't know. It's kind of weird because the actress that they got to play Betty Page, this Gretchen Mol person, she really doesn't resemble Betty Page. I mean, can we get a close up of that? I mean, if anything, she looks kind of like Martha Stewart, It's kind of like, oh, Grandma, get off the page. I don't want to look at you, but you know what? She's super duper hot. And apparently, the way she did it, because I saw on the HBO first look, whatever the heck thing, that I saw some of the clips, and she's definitely a knockout. And apparently, the way she did it was to get that 50s figure, she drank a bunch of milkshakes. So, I guess for Gretchen Mol, if you want to get hot, drink a bunch of milkshakes. I guess, I don't know, people might know her from that movie Rounders with Matt Damon. I don't know. I didn't see that, so I don't know her from that. But it ought to be pretty cool. I don't know. I was kind of let down. I wanted to go see it today. I couldn't. We got phone callers. Phone caller, what do you think of Betty Page?
I was wondering what a 50s body looks like.
What, whose body looks like?
A 50s body.
A 50s body. Well, apparently, a 50s body is considered to be that kind of healthy, voluptuous look.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's what she was saying, was that Betty Page had that healthy 50s figure, and helped fill. Oh yeah, hey caller.
I don't think anybody.
Hey caller, you're on the air.
A healthy 50s figure. 'Cause,
Hello.
yeah, all the food's radiated.
I said you're on the
But
air.
it still has that 50s.
You're on the
nostalgia.
cable.
You're on the
How did they do
air.
it?
Out to the world.
You. I scared him. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare the callers away. Oh well. Phone caller, you're on the air. Dang, I'm scaring that one away too. Oh well, I'll just get back to this stuff, I guess. I'm not presentable. You know, I'm kind of looking like a ragamuffin. I meant to shave, but I woke up at like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta get down to my TV show right away. You know, and I'm here, and we've already been on a half an hour. I've only got 20 minutes left to go, and I've still got a lot of news I got to talk about. So, Bush, he denies that we have a human-induced climate change going on right now. Apparently, he was talking to some Australian reporter, and well, I'll read you exactly what transpired. The reporter asked, "There's a virtual consensus that the planet is warming, and I suppose I want to know, what is your plan?" Bush replied with, first of all, the globe is warming. The fundamental debate is it man-made or natural? So according to our president, the fundamental debate is it man-made or natural? So, and then he said after that, put that aside. So, put that aside, people. Is it man-made or natural? You tell me, is it man-made? Is it natural? I don't know. You know, but apparently he thinks that if we take advantages of the emission-slashing benefits of nuclear power, hybrid cars, and bioethanol, we can make a difference. So apparently, mankind doesn't affect the environment in a fairly negative way, but we can affect it in a positive way. Okay, whatever. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it isn't man-made. You know, maybe all those, I think maybe all those frozen methane pockets under the ocean are just like melting, and you know, all these coral reefs are dying. Well, I don't know. It's all from these greenhouse gas records hitting a record high. Apparently, our carbon dioxide levels right now are at 381 parts per million, which is 100 parts per million above the pre-industrial average. So when you consider that, you're like, okay, so we've got a lot of carbon dioxide. What does that mean? Well, according to Professor Sir David King, who's a government advisor, he says that's higher than we've been for over 1 million years, possibly 30 million years, and mankind is changing the climate, according to Professor Sir David King. So he didn't put that aside. He's not leaving that up for debate. It's not natural. It's man-made. It's man-made. This carbon, you know, and the data that corresponds to these problems apparently indicates that the coral reefs down in Australia are experiencing coral bleaching, which means that the reefs are dying. The little animals, the little creatures that create the reefs, they're all swimming around. Yeah, they're all dying because the water is too hot. For some weird reason, the temperatures of the sea are abnormally high. And what else? Oh yeah, the amphibian population is. I'll get to you, caller. You can just hold on. I'll get to you. The amphibian population is dying off, which apparently works as like a barometer to ecosystems and times of stress, such as stressors such as global warming. So, phone caller, do you have an opinion?
Yeah, I got a question on your 50s body.
All right, what's that?
I want to know, are you talking a 1950s body or a 55-year-old body?
Good question.
We're talking 1950s.
Oh, it's too bad, man, 'cause I got a 55-year-old one. I was going to tell you, it really ain't much different than yours, but a little slower and it creaks a little more, you know what I mean?
Well, we all have bodies, and we do with them what we can. But
Yeah.
apparently having a 1950s body is what you want if you're going to be Betty Page, of course.
Yeah, I guess so. I wouldn't mind having a 1950s body
1950s
myself,
body
saying the
equals
truth.
badonk
You know what I mean?
You got one?
I got one.
My cameraman has one.
He's a lucky dude, man. Tell him before he knows it, he'll have a 55-year-old one like me, because the years go real fast, man.
No, I am a
You know? And enjoy playing your bass, man. Enjoy doing that, man, because it's a good time in your life, man.
Well, thanks. Appreciate it.
Okay, buddy. You have a good night. I'll see you next time.
You too. Thanks for watching. But I guess the only reason why I'm talking about these greenhouse gases and whatnot is because I think that the environment is probably going to undergo some heavy changes.
Man,
I
it's
think that
all
we've
just
probably
motherfucking
made
cow
some
farts,
some changes to the environment that aren't going to be able to be fixed.
Beef.
And
Blame
people are
the
probably
beef.
just going to have to deal with it.
I'm just kidding,
And
man. I'm
you're
just
going to have
kidding.
to think about, hey, if I'm having kids, what kind of world am I bringing them into? Is this going to be an ice age, where people get frozen, in blocks of ice, and they get discovered several thousands of years later as mummies, and they're all picked at and stuck in museums? Do you want that to happen to your kids? Do you want them to become icemen? Well, it's going to happen, because of all these ice caps melting and all this I mean, I don't know. Maybe it'll just be tornadoes. I mean, well, I don't know. Stuff's already pretty crazy with the flooding. I mean, I think I heard the other day 23 people got killed in Tennessee because of tornadoes. I mean, people are getting killed all the time because of the environment, I guess the bottom line is the Earth is probably always going to be here unless somebody blows it up. Now, people and, other animals, I can't necessarily say the same. Maybe, I mean, they'll probably survive. You know what I mean? People are, cockroaches survive, and people are kind of like cockroaches. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But no, the U.S., ironically enough, is telling China to tackle air pollution because China is going to be hosting the 2008 Beijing Olympics. And the whole world is going to be looking to Beijing as some sort of an inspiration because of these Olympics or whatever. And the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Administrator Stephen Johnson says more environmental protection progress can and must occur. So, I mean,
Do you see why I gave up?
I mean, I guess people
politics? It's
over in
also
China,
free
they
time.
ride around on a
Like,
lot of
these are the
bicycles.
most important issues of
That's
the
good for the
generation.
environment, from what I've
And,
heard.
like, nobody gave a
But
shit.
there's a lot of industrial stuff going on, and
I just wanted them to
the
give a
city
little
skylines in Beijing are apparently
Take the pain
not very
away from
blue.
me.
They're having the
I
lowest
am
number of
afraid.
blue sky days in
Ghost
5
of
years.
all the things
So,
that I should be.
I guess if anything, maybe China can hope to talk to maybe Los Angeles, who's a former Olympic city that's filthy, with pollution and garbage. Maybe they can look to them for advice. I don't know. I think it would be kind of funny to see people, doing the 100-yard dash or whatever, and then just kind of keel over from inhaling all the pollution. That would really make a point. But, it's just kind of interesting, the U.S. telling China to cut back on pollution because the U.S. is pretty dirty itself. But, I mean, somebody's got to tell China what to do. I mean, they can't run themselves, can they? Apparently not. But, yeah, phone caller. Phone caller, you're on the air. How you doing? Yo.
The only way we're going to beat China is by nuking them, and your mom gets great. And I fucked her in the ass.
No, he's cursing. I was almost going with him for a second because all opinions on this show are valid until you start, I don't know, saying stuff that pisses me off. Phone caller, you're on the air.
What up, man?
What up, dude?
Oh, shit.
Oh, it sounds like you're having fun, man.
Yeah, you're on TV. I can hear myself.
You got a party going on
What are
there?
you talking about?
You got a big party going on there?
I'm just talking about all this stuff, man. All this crud. How long you been watching for? All right, next phone. All right, no more phone callers. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'm talking about, buddy. All right, you and all your friends sitting there watching. I don't know if you guys listen to the Beatles. You know,
I'm so jealous.
a lot
I
of people
wanted to
listen
be
to
at
the
the party,
Beatles,
can you tell?
but a lot of people
I'm so
haven't
bummed.
listened to the Beatles. Well,
Having
I
so
guess they
much pain.
probably
Oh,
have
that's funny.
listened to the Beatles online by downloading their songs, but apparently until now, all the downloads of Beatles songs have been illegal. That's right. So if you got any Beatles on your computer that you haven't ripped from a CD, you're a criminal. But that's not really the point. The point is that Apple Corps, this company that's owned by Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr, Yoko Ono, and the estate of George Harrison, this company that runs the Beatles, they're managed by Neil Aspinall, a former Beatle road manager and managing director for Apple Corps. They're going to be re-releasing all the Beatles tunes remastered. So, you know, you're going to be able to download completely new sounding Beatles. And not only that, but just to prove that they're doing these remasters, I guess, or maybe to make some money, I don't know, the remasters are going to be used during a Cirque du Soleil show. So, Cirque du Soleil, they're going to be swinging around, yada, yada, yada. Phone caller, you're on the air. All right. People, they're getting all shy. I'm scaring them away or something. I don't know what it is, but the Cirque du Soleil show, they're gonna have this music, and you know, I think it's about time that this Apple Corps gets into the internet, you know, revolution and puts their stuff up for sale, because I mean, apparently Apple Computer was getting sued by them for a trademark violation that. You know, the Apple, they sell iTunes. You know, they have the iTunes store. You know, and they're selling music. But the Apple Corps people, they have that name Apple. So there was that whole trademark thing, and they're trying to say that Apple, even if they're going to sell these remasters, they shouldn't, or if they're going to sell Beatles songs at all, they should wait until the remasters are up for sale. So that way, you know, people can have their choice between, you know, the songs the way they remember they sound and the new remasters. You know, they'll go in. I mean, it's all fairly interesting. You know, the apparently $1.1 billion was made for online music sales in 2005, and that's a good chunk of money that the Beatles are missing out on. You know, and the trial ended on April 6th, and this decision from the judge is due after Easter. So I'm sure you'll all be eagerly awaiting, you know, the decision, wondering, wow, what's going to happen with the Beatles songs being downloaded. But you know, some of you might be thinking, hey, you know, I don't know, what are you thinking, caller?
0.
Huh?
That was automated.
Automated? Oh. Phone caller, what are you thinking?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, the Beatles, they were the best.
You betcha.
Nobody even comes close. Especially in today's music, it's all a bunch of garbage. Emo, screamo, give me a deep break, man. What's that?
Well,
What is that?
once these new masters are made available for download, are you going to be online downloading them?
Yeah. But, I mean, what can they possibly do? The songs were brilliant as they were, so what could they possibly do to them?
You know,
brass
you
instruments,
put stuff
stems
into a
available.
recording studio and you change all the tones
Do they
around, and
know
you can
what's
end up with a
athletic?
completely
Of course
different
they
sounding
fucking do.
recording.
Every song says, turn me on, dead man.
Yeah.
Turn
You
me
know
on,
what, phone
dead man.
caller? I only got a few minutes left, but I let you
Global
get.
warming or ice age? Which one is it? Make up your mind.
I
And
think.
cookies.
Yeah, okay. I think the warming, then the ice age. But you know, I'm all about the warming. You know, because now that it's getting warmer, you know, I feel like going out more. I don't like going out in the cold. It's just too cold. But, I mean, you know, talking about the Beatles and stuff, you know, Michael Jackson, who owned
Abbey Road,
200
man.
of the Beatles songs,
Famous-
apparently doesn't
famous
own them
road,
anymore.
more specifically.
So that's kind of interesting. This just happened. It ties in with that. You know, we got
Cool
Michael
motherfucker.
Jackson apparently had to sell half of his shares in the Sony ATV catalog, which is a catalog consisting of 300,000 songs. So he had 50% of that, which would be like 150,000 songs, and he had to give away that, so now he's got like 75,000 songs, apparently. But on top of that, he also had to get rid of 200 Beatles songs, Bob Dylan's Blowing in the Wind, the works of Joni Mitchell and Stevie Nicks, and man, I tell you what, that's interesting. I guess now Sony will be making money off of Beatles songs instead of Michael Jackson, and the Beatles will still be operating in obscurity because they don't have online downloads, is apparently what's going to happen. Yeah. I don't know if you people realize how broke Michael Jackson is, but he used to have $502 million from profits from his records and from tour earnings, endorsements, videos, films, merchandise. It all added up to $500 million. He had $100 million in the Neverland Ranch, Las Vegas homes, property. He had $450 million in music publishing. So all those songs he owned were worth $450 million. And he's in debt now for he's in debt for a lot right now. And, you know, he's whittling away. And I don't really care because, you know, pop sucks, long live rock and roll. That's what I say. But, and speaking of rock and roll, dudes, freaking, if you feel like listening to some U2, you can go to an Episcopal church near you. That's right. They've got HD TVs that are going to be, well, they already are, blasting, you know, U2 songs at you and showing lyrics up on the screen like as if they're like hymns or whatever, you know, and people are trying to say that U2 is Christian-influenced music because apparently Bono, meanwhile, has told interviewers that he worships God through music. So he doesn't claim to be a Christian. He claims to worship God through music. But he once belonged to an ascetic Christian community, and in February he spoke at a national prayer breakfast, and the band's early tapes were sold in religious bookstores. So, you know, I guess they've got that attached to them. You know, I just think it's kind of funny that they're bringing that kind of stuff into churches. You know, I mean, while they're bringing, you know, stuff like that into churches, I mean, I think they should totally make it corporate. You know, why don't they come out with like Dasani brand holy water, you know, or like Ritz brand communion wafers, or you know, Ernest and Julio Gallo Jesus blood, you know? I mean, there's a whole host of ways to Ritz brand hostess, you know? I mean, I don't know. Phone caller, what the hell do you think?
How's it going, man? I don't know. Actually, I was wondering the question. Well, first of all, where did you get the information on the Michael Jackson thing, where he lost half the songs?
No, I got it off BBC News and CNN.
Really?
Yeah, and I got his fortune from Forbes.com. They reported his net worth a few years ago in 2003.
No way. Yeah, because I was going to ask you that actually before you actually started talking about it, because that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, what editing system do you use? Because I'm a videographer myself.
I don't have. We're live right now. We're using a camera and a desk and a microphone and phone numbers.
Right, but the edit behind you where it's like
that right there, that is a delayed streaming webcast, which you can watch at accesstucson.org. You can watch.
So it's on the actual switcher then.
Yeah, it's chroma. Like, look, check it out, man. I'm gone, and I'm back. I'm gone, and I'm back.
That's pretty cool.
It's just standard weatherman chroma key stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anything else, caller?
Oh yeah. What's the tattoo?
What tattoo?
Yeah. See, your videographer's got it. The camera guy's got it.
All right.
Binary.
The cameraman's on the ball.
Hell yeah, man. Long live
dog?
the base 2 number systems. Oh, we've only got 1 minute. Thanks for watching, caller. I got it. Phone caller, you're on the air?
Oh, sorry. Wrong number.
Wrong number. All right, cool. So, we've only got 1 minute left on the show. I'd like to tell you all to tune in to the replays on Thursdays at 11 p.m. here on Access Tucson on one of these channels. And you can watch me next, what is it, like around April 30th, I think, or 29th, or somewhere around there. In the next 2 weeks from now, there's going to be another episode. I don't know. Got 30 seconds to kill. I'm done. Oh wait, where's this thing? If you want to talk to us, just email us here. I'm gonna play my Game Boy. Wasn't that a fun show? Yeah. Any phone callers? No phone callers. That was a fun show. I enjoyed that show. I need a cigarette. That's always a good way to celebrate a good show. Especially if you live in Virginia, from what I hear. Because they search for tobacco more than any other state. I don't know why I know that, but I do. Anyway, yeah, wasn't that fun? Man, I tell you what, I hope people, one of these days when I get taken down, I don't know if it'll be from something like COVID, like out of 12 Monkeys. I don't know if it'll be like by robots out of Terminator 2. I don't know if it'll be like by the environment, like Day After Tomorrow. Or maybe it'll just be like Dimebag Darrell. Probably not, though, because I ain't playing music that much. I mean, you can probably tell from my SoundCloud. Ever since lockdown, I haven't felt like partying. Too many people died, and I'm still not over it. The Marsalis family. It's fucked, man. Like, everybody's trying to get back to normal, but some people will never get back to normal. And it's like, it throws me back to a time before video virus, when I thought I'd never get back to normal, and I haven't. I even went through the EMDR therapy. I'm getting regenerative medicine treatments. I'm trying my hardest. I did all the physical therapy. I did the fucking hydrotherapy. I used TENS units, which I hate, by the way. They give me muscle spasms, which lead to Charlie horses. Like, I get Charlie horses constantly in my back, and my legs, and my arms, and my neck. Like, have you ever had a Charlie horse? Yeah, and that's not even the worst of it. I actually get the pain inside my spine. Like the kind of pain you can't massage away. At least a Charlie horse, you can find some kind of acute masseuse to, like, work out the... Ooh, I made my neck pop. Did you hear that? Work out the kinks. Real kinky, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Come rub me. I'm just joking around, but when there's massage parlors that you can go into and get a real massage, like, what do they call it, a happy ending? Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I do know that sometimes on tour with my band, Zero Tolerance Task Force, when I was really bored, I would walk across the street. Sometimes we were in those kinds of neighborhoods. The venue was right across the street from a massage parlor. And, like, we'd try to haggle. Like, we got records. We don't have cash, but we got 7-inch vinyl records. 7 inches. But they weren't impressed. They just wanted the money. It's a common story. And it's understandable, because life is hard. It really is. I've barely experienced the hardships of life compared to my friends. The living and the dead. And man, it's like, it's a hard life. Don't let anybody knock you down a peg. And if they do, you better fuck them up. Because they'll knock you down another peg and another peg. And pretty soon you'll be off your pedestal. And you won't be able to do anything about it. Because you'll be a piece of trash. In society's eyes, and possibly in your own. Even though you know that you're golden. Stay gold. Stay golden. Fuck, man. It's like, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that was a great episode. Fuck, man. They just keep getting better and better. I can't believe it. I really thought this was a useless show. I haven't watched it in like a decade or maybe longer. Because, like, I changed my hairdo. I changed my style. Back then, I considered that hairdo like a Justin Bieber hairdo. Like, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, he's a heartthrob and everything, but like I said, pop sucks, rock rules. And I mean, it's not entirely true. I do enjoy some pop music. I mean, like, I guess I used to listen to KRQ, and they'd have stuff like, what? That girl is poison. Never touch a big boy with a smile. Yeah, me and the crew used to do it. Yeah, that was what I grew up on. Oh, wait. And what else? Yeah, just bust a move. And you want it, and you got it. And you want it, baby, you just bust a move. You're looking like Poindexter, people. Fucking wallflowers. Nobody knows how to dance anymore. That's nothing new. People back in the 80s used to pogo, but I was like this tall. I didn't really go to concerts. By the time the 90s rolled around, nobody danced anymore. Not at rock concerts. That was like nerdy. Like, I think people saw it in the movies a little too much, like in Teen Wolf or whatever, and they just decided it was dorky and they weren't going to do it anymore. They didn't want to look like dorks. And it's like, motherfucker, learn to dance, and you won't look like a dork. Why don't you play Dance Central with your Connect? Why don't you play, like, Just Dance with your Connect and get graded? And guess what? If your grade sucks, that's why you look like a nerd when you dance at a rock concert. If you got a really high score, if you got to mimic the moves perfectly, you're gonna look like a goddamn member of a dance crew that's ready to throw down and serve somebody, okay? I'm just saying, all right? It's kind of weird that I'm the only guy at the show pogoing, like, in such a haphazard, chaotic, drunken style, I might add, you know? But it does help get the pit started, and that's always exciting. I'm not in there, but because I'm injured. Been like that since I was 23. I'm 41. Anyways, we're having fun, right? I apologize for this next episode, which doesn't exist apparently. I don't know what happened to episode 4. We're gonna skip ahead to episode 5, if that's okay. Okay with you? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, cool. No, I didn't check the chat room. No, I'm basically... Did you hear me? I was all like, hey, phone caller. Yeah, yeah. Oh, what does the binary mean? Yeah, oh yeah, long live the base 2 number systems. All right, next phone call. Phone caller, you're on. That's what's up. I had a lot of respect on the first episode, but after a little while, it starts to dwindle. I don't know. You gotta be supported by your people, or you don't respect them. Just like they don't respect me. It's reciprocal like that, I guess. I'm just telling you, I have a lot of perspective, so I'm trying to be, like, wise. I'm trying to enlighten you. Like some bodhisattva. Nah, I can't even compare myself to that, but, you know, we can only strive to be what we can strive to be, right?
Hello everybody, it's me, JJ, with another episode of Video Virus. And, well, it's kind of interesting because the internet server is so overloaded that we can't load a stream. So there's so many people watching online right now that the server is at its capacity. So that's interesting. But, I don't know, it's April 28th. We've got a new episode of Video Virus here in store for you.
That's true.
I've missed the camera just as much as I'm sure you all have missed me, and I don't know. Let's just see what I have in store for you. We got some exciting birthdays today. Today is Jay Leno's birthday, the funny man himself, Jay Leno, and it's also Saddam Hussein's birthday. Well, Jay Leno, he was born in 1950, so I guess that would make him 56 today. And Saddam Hussein, he was born in 1937, so happy birthday, Saddam. And in 1966, the rapper Too Short, I don't know if any of you people are familiar with him, but he's pretty old school. Too Short was born today. So, and some deaths that occurred on this day. Back in 1926, Zip the Pinhead died. You know, I'm sure you've all seen the cartoon Zippy the Pinhead, and probably, you know, have been influenced by Zip the Pinhead in somehow. I mean, if you've ever felt like a freak, you know what I mean? You can probably relate to Zip the Pinhead. But let's see, Francis Bacon, he died in 1992. So he had some pretty good art. I remember I saw some art of his where like the Pope was sitting in a chair or something, and he's all ah, and it looks like ah, the Pope's like getting his soul ripped out of him or something. So Francis Bacon, a pretty good painter, he died in 92. And Chris Candido, the professional wrestler that went out with Sonny, he died last year on this day. So I don't know. Here's some other interesting things that happened on this day. In 1986, Soviets admit nuclear accident. The Soviet Union acknowledges there has been an accident at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in the Ukraine. So, let's see. In 1996, a gunman runs amok in Tasmania. At least 32 die when a man opens fire indiscriminately on a crowded tourist area in Tasmania, Australia. And like I said a minute ago, in 1945, I skipped that, that's right. Benito Mussolini died today, director of Italy, until his downfall in 1943.
I didn't know he was still alive.
Well, he died in 1945.
Oh,
yeah.
I wasn't alive.
On this date in 1945. Has been killed by partisans along with his mistress Clara Pataki, and some close associates. So also, CIA double agent was jailed for life in 1994. A former CIA agent, Aldrich Ames, admits selling secrets to the Soviet Union and then Russia in one of the most damaging spy cases in U.S. history. And I don't know, this is kind of my favorite tidbit. In 2001, the first space tourist blasts off. A billionaire businessman from California becomes the first paying passenger to go into outer space. So 5 years ago, some rich dude got to go into space just because he was a rich dude. So if that's not a reason to aspire to become a rich dude right now, then I don't know what is. But we did receive an email to this email address right here, videovirustvshow@yahoo.com. One of our faithful viewers wrote in, GBlaze7 wrote in regards to the last episode of Video Virus that Betty Page was hot in the 1950s, quasi-bondage pinup kind of way. Mao said the revolution is not a dinner party. Milhouse was a dick. And America may be having a day without a Mexican on May 1st. Any thoughts on this?
Phone numbers are up. We had to move the CG up.
Well, that's cool. Well, I'm sure Mr. GBlaze7 here is referring to the May 1st immigrant boycott that aims to close U.S. cities. There's some stuff going down on May 1st. Here, let me just read you a little bit. It says, pro-immigration activists say a national boycott and marches planned for May 1st will flood America's streets with millions of Latinos to demand amnesty for illegal immigrants and shake the ground under Congress as it debates reform. Such a massive turnout could make for the largest protest since the civil rights era of the 1960s, though not all Latinos were comfortable with such militancy, fearing a backlash in Middle America. There will be 2 to 3 million people hitting the streets in Los Angeles alone. We're going to close down Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Tucson, Phoenix, Fresno, said Jorge Rodriguez, a union official who helped organize earlier rallies credited with rattling Congress as it weighs the issue. And, I don't know, we got a phone caller here. Phone caller, what do you got to say? All right, stay on the line, phone caller. Keep talking. Yeah, we're getting the phone lines adjusted right now so I can hear you. here, I'll just continue with this for a moment until I can hear you. We want full amnesty, full legalization for anybody who is here illegally, Rodriguez said. That is the message that is going to be placed out across the country on May 1st. Organizers have timed the action for May Day, a date when workers around the world often march for improved conditions and have strong support for big labor in the Roman Catholic Church. They vow that America's major cities will grind to a halt and its economy will stagger
God,
as
I smell
Latinos
that.
walk off
I
their
really
jobs
do.
and skip school.
Filthy.
And,
I don't need
all
to
right,
be
the phone
told
caller's
I'm
gone,
guilty.
so
I
don't know,
guilty of
try
being
calling in if
guilty
you
of
want. Also, this is going to be really big. We're going to have millions of people, said Juan Jose Gutierrez, director of the Latino Movement USA. We are not concerned at all. We believe it's possible for Congress to get the message that the time to act is now. And, I don't know, my only real opinion on this is, do what you gotta do, people. I mean, you know, if you feel, if you honestly believe in something, you know, and you think you can make a difference, I mean, this is a pretty big deal here. They're talking about millions of people protesting, you know, and whenever people do that, you know, there's obviously some justified good reason, you know, so, and I believe that,
Is the phone caller still there?
we have a phone caller. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what the reason is? It's
What's
those
going on?
people want out of
Nothing.
a third world
with my political
narco-run hellhole.
What are your political views, man?
That's
I don't
why.
really have any.
Like, duh.
You don't have any?
I have a few.
What are you going to do on May 1st?
I'm gonna go to work probably.
I don't know. You sound like you're probably Latino.
Yeah, I'm half Latino and half white.
Yeah?
I happen to be one of your best friends.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
I'm just treating you like a regular phone
okay.
caller, though.
Okay, forget that last statement then.
All right.
You
So-
know why it's a narco hellhole?
So-
Because of
so what are you
stupid
gonna do on May
U.S.
1st?
drug
At
laws,
6 in the
man.
morning,
Like,
and I'm
try
gonna
to be
go
a little
work
more
every
libertarian or
weekday.
something.
I start this week.
Word.
What are you gonna do?
Wait, it'll be on Monday, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll probably sleep until The Simpsons are on.
We better watch out. There's major protests going on.
Probably, I don't know.
Well, that's what I hear, man.
I mean, like, it's gotten to be kind of hot during the day, you know?
Yeah, that's
And
true. I agree.
I like to sleep during the day whenever I get the chance. I don't know.
I've given up sleeping for my job. As a Mexican American, I work hard.
So you won't be protesting?
No, I never protest.
All right. Well, I got another phone call on the line. Call back if you feel anything else, okay, man?
Okay, dude.
All right.
GammaRaceComics.com.
All right.
GammaRaceComics.com.
Yeah, that's right. We got a forum up on GammaRaceComics.com if you want to go and post any messages. We've actually had a few people post messages on the forum recently, and that was pretty cool. I don't know. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing tonight?
Doing all right?
Oh, I just call and watch your show. I just want to say hello and what I plan to do on Monday.
All right.
Well, I'll probably wake up first thing, put on my little nightie, or
All right. I don't know. I thought it was going to get funnier. It was starting to get pretty funny. But, oh, well, phone caller, you're on the air.
Oh, babe, but don't you know you got the Wolfman tonight? Calling the VV video virus.
Whoa, is it like a full moon or something?
Oh, no, it's not a full moon, baby. It's the Wolfman.
Oh.
Hey, I gotta say, Monday morning, baby, May 1st, Beltane, baby. Oh, there you go. Getting in my face.
It's cool to
That's
pay
good.
homage
I
to
say,
cool
for all the
things.
children that don't show up
Even
to
Wolfman
class,
Jack.
you're gonna be given a test, baby. You're gonna come back, you missed a whole day, baby. You're gonna be given an exam. And for all the people that don't show up at work, guess what, baby? You have been replaced. And the people we hired, we're giving them $15 an hour. So that's what the Wolfman says about the hoopla and the hoopla going on May 1st, Beltane. So what do you think, Mr. Video Man?
Oh, I just think people, they got to do what they got to do.
They gotta do what they gotta do, right?
I mean, this used to be Mexico. Granted, a bunch of fighting went down and a lot of people died, and they made all these rules and stuff.
Long time before it was Mexico.
Huh?
Long time before it was Mexico, it belonged to 562 native tribes. They were called American Native Indians.
Yeah.
Who was here before the Indians?
Cavemen.
What's going on with
Woolly
the borders?
mammoths.
There you go. There you go, baby. Cro-Magnon, Neanderthal.
Clovis, man.
Everybody be nice to everybody, but if you don't show up to school and you don't show up to work, you're going to give it a test, and guess what, baby? You don't show up for work, you have been replaced.
All right. Well, thanks, Wolfman.
Okay, you be good now.
All right. We got another phone caller. Phone caller, you on the air?
Hey, bro, what's happening?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just seeing what people think.
That sounds
Apparently,
like Scott.
we got one person
Man,
who's
I'm
just going to do
always
work as
good,
normal
Wolfman.
on
I'm the
Monday.
best.
We got another person
All right, don't
who's
worry about
telling
me.
other people that they should function as normal. Are you going to function as normal?
I'm just going straight to work and don't worry about it.
Just going to go right to work and
Yep.
do your thing?
Yep. Well, I'm just going to call and tell you, I watched a movie last night, a 1978 movie called Westworld. Have you seen it?
Westworld?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've seen it. With Yul Brennan.
Right. I've seen a misprint in it. Guy's at the bar, his cigarette's lit, turns around, not lit, turns toward the bar again, it's lit.
Wow, cool.
Now that is a goof of monumental proportions.
Yeah, I went to the company, made it, and they sent me emails. They said, well, if you check it out, if you're right, you're seeing a $100 bill in the mail.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, check out a movie called Santa Claus with Muscles.
That's
All
like
right,
a
I'll have to-
motherfucking
I'll have to
bug
watch this
bounty
later.
for
Yeah, the main stars
bloopers.
in that one.
I never
Hogan.
checked that out.
All right.
'cause
There's a misprint in that one. If you
I'm not
find it,
that
I'll
worried
call you
about
in 2 weeks.
money.
Hey, do you
but
feel anything
I'm
about
happy
Chris
for him.
Candido?
I'd probably be
Candido?
happy.
You want to
you're
give a moment
rich,
of silence
but
for Chris
It's
Candido?
like bug bounties
he was a
for
good guy
movie
with,
blooper hunters.
Sonny,
That's so
his
badass.
ex-wife.
Yeah, she's
Sold
hot.
the rest online for $10,000. Chris Candido is a good wrestler. It was called Skip with the Bonnie Donuses. Correct?
Yeah.
See, I'm a pro wrestling guy. I'll call in all these shows and I get quiz on wrestling. I can answer them all back.
Well, right on, man.
All right, you take it easy. I'll talk to you in 2 weeks. If you know anything about wrestling, just let me know what's going on.
All right, cool. Take it easy, buddy.
Okay, bye.
The only thing I know about wrestling right now is, I don't know, the tickets went on sale a few days ago for here in Tucson. I haven't
Yeah,
got
they
any
make books
because
called
I'm
How
not
to
going to
Make
do
Friends and
nothing.
Influence Enemies.
But when it comes
I'll
to
tell you how to
tickets
make
being on
friends,
sale,
take phone calls.
I kind of want to go
Caller,
see
you're
Les
on.
Claypool
And the
when he
coolest
comes
of the
to town.
coolest, try to make them your
'Cause,
friends because they're probably
Well,
cool.
yeah, I had some notes on that. Where are my notes? Yeah, that's right. Some other things. You might want to check out the Coachella Music Festival, because that's going on right now. And even if you can't afford to go to the Coachella Music Festival, didn't. Oh well.
Still
Even
relevant.
if you, even though our web stream isn't working at the moment, thanks to all of our faithful viewers, apparently you can go to the Coachella website. That would be like COCHELLA.com and look for the live webcast link. And I think it's brought to you by AT&T. You can watch all this really good music for free, apparently, over the webcast. I'm going to go check that out. And
Really
also, the
good
Eon
music.
Flux DVD came out a couple days ago. I need to pick that up because Eon Flux rules. And also, Les Claypool is going to be coming to town
Fucking Eon
on
Flux,
June
fucking
23rd.
Les Claypool, fucking
And
roll.
I hopefully will be going to that show and hopefully be hanging out with Les Claypool.
I went to
I
that
don't know, that's
show
just
and a
like,
stranger gave me a vial filled
wishful
with
thinking,
liquid LSD,
but,
and it was a pretty good birthday.
You know, it is going to be my birthday, so I'm gonna do. And also, Video Virus is going to be on. So on June 23rd, you can expect to see an episode of Video Virus totally dedicated to Les Claypool and his
Band of Renown.
well, awesome bass playing skills.
Hey man,
he's
12.
been an inspiration to me since
12, man.
since I was about since Sailing the Seas of
World
Cheese came
12.
out. I think I was about like 12 years old. So he's been an inspiration to me for a long, long time. But phone caller, you're on the air. What do you got to say?
Oh, sorry, I got cut off. I have no idea what happened. I apologize.
So wait, you were the person calling talking about Monday, right?
Yes, I was.
And you were
I
gonna
was
put on
so
your
excited.
slip and then what?
Well, no, I just want to say I heard it's your birthday, so I mean, happy birthday coming up, and
Thank
maybe
you,
I can
thank
do
you.
Something we can maybe, hey, you go to a wrestling match, I'll go there, we can wrestle each other.
Ooh.
You know, I actually am a skilled professional wrestler. I can walk up. I can do hammer lofts,
Danzig,
and
Alan
bars,
Turing, and
I can do hip
that old
tosses.
dude that founded the internet. What's his name
Yeah, I
again?
can do a sharpshooter. I can do.
You got enough clues.
I can wrestle with the best of them. So if you want to take me on, you're on. I'll take you down. You got that? You won't last. It'll be 1, 2, 3, and it'll be over. I'll take you down.
I am having hot flashes.
Hot flashes?
Anyway, are those man boobs?
Yes, they are. They're healthy man
I'm
boobs
sorry,
too.
those
And I did not require any kind of hormone therapy to get them. It just required lots of
still
overeating
healthy.
when I was a child.
Be jealous. Be very jealous.
And we had a phone
Hey,
caller, and that phone caller hung up. But I've got a lot of
I just
stuff.
wanted to say about the what I was going to do Monday.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Well, first thing, I'm going to wake up, and after I wake up, I have a little nightie. I'm going to put that on, and then I'll probably finger paint my own feces.
All right. So is this a normal
They're
Monday
covered
for
with
you?
chest hair.
They're gonna continue.
Look at all the
okay,
chest
so basically
hair. It's so
everybody who's called
Look
in
at
has
all
stated
the
that they're gonna do
chest
their
hair.
normal Monday routine, and they are not gonna be participating
Hey, don't
in any
look at my
protest.
six-pack.
So this guy, this Jorge Rodriguez dude, he says that Tucson's gonna be shut down. From the phone calls that I'm getting, Tucson is not going to be shut down. People are either going to be slacking off like they normally do, or they're going to be going to work like they normally do, or they're going to be painting with feces like they normally do, or whatever. So, and that's kind of weird, but I don't know. Good luck, immigrants. Anyways, on the last episode of the show, I was talking about net neutrality and how it was important to be preserved, and unfortunately, it hasn't. The Nation, according to this, The Nation right here, the GOP House leadership rejected calls Wednesday to preserve the Internet's open and democratic nature in the United States. Phone and cable industry lobbyists breathed a sigh of relief as the House Energy and Commerce Committee defeated 34 to 22 in amendment of a broadcast communications bill known as, thanks man, those are good. That would require network neutrality under the proposal developed by Massachusetts Democrat Ed Markey and others. Phone and cable companies would have been prohibited from transforming the internet into a private pay-as-you post toll road. So the internet is going to turn into a very unfriendly place pretty soon. Over the past week, though, there have been a remarkable outpouring of public and corporate support for network neutrality. SaveTheInternet.com, organized by Free Press and representing dozens of nonprofit groups and leading internet experts, helped generate 250,000 signatures in less than a week for an online petition calling on Congress to protect the internet and pass the Markey bill. And unfortunately, it's not doing any good. These are sad times for the internet. They're going to become corporate. They're going to become separated. You're going to have to pay for every little thing that you want to do. But then again, this is just an American law, and the internet is a global phenomenon. So people in other countries will probably continue using the internet just as they always do. But we have phone callers. I want to hear their opinions. Phone caller, what's going on?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you were talking about Les Claypool a minute ago?
Yeah, sure was.
You like that guy, huh?
Hell yeah, he's, I don't know. Some people have referred to him as being overrated because they can play the bass licks that he can play, but he has created more bass licks than anyone that I can think of.
Yeah, he's fucking awesome, dude.
Oh yeah, watch your language,
Have you heard
caller.
of Sausage?
Oh yeah, dude, the riddles are abound tonight.
Yeah, you like that shit, don't you?
Yeah.
It sounds to me like you want to fuck him in the butthole, man.
Sorry, man, not really. But then again, that might be pretty tight. You know, I mean, it's Les Claypool. You know what I mean? He's the ultimate, man. He's like the coolest. Well, I mean, I don't know. Flea's pretty cool too. I mean, let's face it. If you're gonna be a bass player, you know, you gotta look up to somebody. I don't know. Phone caller, you're on the air.
What we gotta do, baby? We gotta boycott the boycott. You gotta starve out the immigrants. Everybody who's an American citizen Boycott the immigrants, baby. Starve them out, baby.
Thanks, Wolfman. One call per show, please. Unless you got a different topic to talk about. Phone caller, you're on the air.
What's up, bro?
Oh, not a whole lot, man.
Oh, I don't tolerate the hate speech. Not a hater.
Sexual fantasies to themselves.
Whoa, man, you might want to turn your TV down. It's kind of creating trippy sound effects, kind of like your guitar.
Yeah, right on. But, yeah, you know, I don't know. You just get tired of hearing these lame comments by these people with no imagination or no intelligence.
Well, that's kind of why I wore this t-shirt today. I thought that it might incite some people to pull their head from wherever it is.
Right.
But, you know, I don't know. It doesn't
Problem
matter.
is, it's corporations and nations. They're much
People do whatever they got to
easy
do.
Reason with. They don't look at your
Excuse me now?
People do whatever they got to do. If they feel that they got to call and contribute or not contribute, that's their decision.
I hear you, man. Well,
You got any opinions on any of this stuff, bro?
No, just that one, man. You know, I mean, it'd be nice to hear somebody calling and talking about the actual subjects that are being talked about rather than, well, you know, this crap that they're spewing out.
Yeah, well, we got another phone caller right here, so I'm going to see if they got something to say.
Right on.
Wish me luck, or wish
Cool.
them luck
Luck,
for
brother.
that matter. Later on. All right, phone caller, what do you got to say?
Hey, who does that guy think he is?
I don't know, the king of phone callers?
Yeah, I know that.
Telling all the phone callers how to behave?
Oh, I think he's called before, and he doesn't like certain callers that call in. But, you know, the access freaks, the ones that call in and watch all the shows,
Rest in peace,
that's what you
Jeff,
guys
bro.
need.
I miss you.
Now, maybe we shouldn't call so much, but we do call, and we're happy to call.
Well, I don't know, man. Do you have any opinions on any of this stuff that I was talking about?
Well, it's on topic. You talked about gammaray.com.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went there, and, you know, I'm not going to complain, but it's a small place, and nobody goes there, it seems. I checked it for like a week, and nobody had even gone to that one place, the video virus part of it. It was like, you know, but it should catch on. So you
Way
should
to
put
rub it
that
in my
website up
face,
more.
bro.
Well, I'm not gonna depend on this show to
I know you can't advertise. Okay, and as far as May 1st goes, I mean, I don't know what to say about that because, you know, the kids that were walking out of school before,
Yeah,
three-quarters of them were
capitalism.
probably
Rub it
white,
in my
and they
face.
didn't
Rub
even
it in
know
your face.
what
Go
was really
rub it
going
in
on.
your
They were just
face.
looking
Rub
for a
it
chance
in
to get
your
the hell out of school.
face.
I would have done that when I was a kid. No?
A reason to get out of school? I'd
All right, let's
protest
talk
for
about
anything.
Zero Tolerance Task Force.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
I
do
like
you-
what I've been seeing, man. All those late night shows. I think they're excellent and more need to be shown. It was a great band. Too bad Fred died. But he had a unique voice that no one else. I've never heard that voice ever. Very unique.
Right on.
Hey, I had that on my screen.
You see, that's why protesting for human rights should be left to the professionals. You know, basically the hippies. Like, do you remember the Occupy movement? Like, I don't know, it was a while back, but like people put up tents in the middle of the city to like disturb the city, to like bring attention to the 99% versus the 1%, because it is a competition. It's a survival. It's worse than Survivor. All right, it is the most important survival competition you'll ever face in your life, because it is realer than reality TV. The battle between the 99% and the 1%, and that's why people hate Trump so much, even though he's kind of a genius. You know, the thing is, he's kind of a megalomaniac because he doesn't really know when he's wrong, and he has like people like a beautiful wife and beautiful children that support his every decision. So of course they're not going to say, "Oh, Donald, you're a megalomaniac. You need to tone things down a bit." It's like, no, they just put more flame on they put more fluid on the fire, man. And like, so what? So what? He was a WWE, he was a wrestling superstar probably before you were born. I don't know who my average viewer is, but look. I don't know, I lost my train of thought.
We call that the butthole.
Oh no, I better get away. I'll get sucked into the vortex.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, our internet server is overloaded at the moment, so
and
we
you know,
can't have our...
Your show does not suck, and that's one of the good things.
Cool, thank you.
So
That's
many
cool.
shows suck.
Well,
Yours don't.
I'm gonna read some
You
more of
could
this
keep
stuff and take some more phone callers in a minute. Thanks for calling, caller. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that ZTTF Home Movies is getting the people are enjoying that.
That's funnier than hell, man.
That's awesome. But let's see, 10 states.
Still to this very day, I'm glad to hear that. That's why I made the Yoda video for peace punks, for those that have gone and fought for our rights and not turned out so well, and just like honor and glory, man. Yeah.
Are suing the U.S. to regulate greenhouse gases. Oh yeah, in regards to that net neutrality thing, I just think it's really depressing. Oh yeah, and one other thing, it's puzzling though why Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, and allies have not unleashed a serious and very public nationwide campaign in support of network neutrality. So far, these giants have worked cautiously, largely inside the Beltway, reflecting perhaps their corporate ambivalence about calling on Congress to pass.
Money.
Internet-related safeguards. Unlike the phone and cable efforts, there has been no saturation TV or print advertising campaign, something these deep-pocketed digital giants could easily afford. And the reason why they are not trying to get people to maintain net neutrality and the way that the internet currently is.
This is before Obama phones, by the way.
Nice, free, and open place is because, you know, Google and Yahoo and Microsoft, they're kind of dependent on these communications companies like the cable companies and the phone companies that are trying to regulate the internet and control things and segregate things. You know, if they speak out against what these people want, you know, it could have very detrimental effects to them in the future. So, I mean, it's all based on money. And unless internet users speak out really quick, you know, and try and save the internet, it's going to become a very corporate place. So, yeah. And this other article right here says 10 states sue U.S. to regulate greenhouse gases. 10 U.S. states and 2 cities sued the U.S. government to force it to regulate gases blamed for global climate change, said environmental groups who joined the suit. The suit demands the Environmental Protection Agency regulate so-called greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, which the EPA under President George W. Bush has so far avoided. The group said in a statement, "The administration has insisted it's not their job to fight global warming," said David Bookbinder, attorney for Sierra Club, which was joined in the suit by Environmental Defense and the Natural Resources Defense Council. In fact, they have both the legal and moral responsibility to tackle global warming pollution,
right?
He said.
He's like Joe Biden.
You know,
right hand.
I just think it's kind of funny
each other's
that,
right hand.
You know, on the last episode of the show, I talked about how China was, the U.S. was telling China to get a control of their pollution because the Olympics are going on, you know, and they're the example to the world, but yet we don't even regulate our own pollution appropriately. So we're kind of hypocrites as we tell other countries to do as we do, but we don't even do as we do. But that's cool. These 10 states are suing the U.S. to regulate greenhouse gases. So the only way to really change things, apparently, is to have lawsuits. Because, well, right here, there's another thing about lawsuits. New York's, yeah, I'm going to take some phone calls, but I just need to get out some of this news first. We're already a half an hour into the shoe, and I barely tapped into any of this stuff I wanted to talk about. In New York,
we got a really good
graffiti
shoe
law
for
is
you
said
tonight,
to violate
ladies and
free
gentlemen,
speech.
the Beatles.
So there's these graffiti artists 7 young artists on Tuesday sued New York City over its strict anti-graffiti law, saying it violated their constitutional right to free speech. So basically, these criminals are suing the city in order to commit their crimes legally.
You know what I was saying? I was saying Google had their hands
if you're a
tied
criminal and you
because they
feel that what you're,
depend on the telecommunications system.
And sue
It's
them.
very simple.
No, but I mean seriously, people. Remember back in the day when skateboarding was a crime, you know, and like you'd go and skateboard and you'd get a ticket and maybe thrown in jail or maybe beat up. You know what I mean? Depending on your attitude and your color of your skin or whatever. I don't know. The thing is, skateboarding used to be a crime, and now we've got skate parks all over the place, and people just go and commit their crimes in the skate park now. You know? And these graffiti artists, you know, they want to be able to do graffiti, and I don't know what the ending result will be of this lawsuit. It'll be interesting to find out. But yeah, I think that's cool. You know, sue people. Yeah, just go out and sue people.
I wonder what the fuck
Phone caller,
happened.
you're on the air.
Hey, motherfucker! Cricket!
Phone caller, you're on the air.
Damn it, how you doing tonight?
Hi, is this the King of the Hill?
No, I just sound like I'm from Texas myself, and I was just calling about the greenhouse gas issue you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, out in Texas, you know, we got all them cows, and I was just curious to think, you know, all them expulsions of gas that they have, you know.
Blame the beef, didn't I say
They
that?
just smell horrible. I just
Sorry,
wonder
Brad.
what the hell they're doing to the ozone or the layer there, or, you know, all the greenhouses.
Well, you know, that's not good for the environment, but the thing is we need to have regulation and testing in place to find out, because the EPA isn't even regulating this stuff. They don't even know. Like when people breathe out carbon dioxide, you know, that has a negative effect. Every time you breathe, it's having a negative effect on the environment with carbon dioxide. But the thing is, we don't even know,
Oh, shit,
you know,
Jay. Don't
it's
drop
not being
that
regulated.
bomb.
So these
close.
states need to sue and have the U.S. regulate it.
Well,
I mean, because
the problem I'm talking about is not coming out of the cow's mouth, if you understand, son. It's coming out of the other end. That thing that's behind you, like that, you know?
what, like that?
Yeah, that damn thing there. Woo. That smell down there or something?
Ooh, yeah, man.
You ever go by a pig farm in Texas?
What's that?
You ever go by a pig farm, hog farm?
Oh, I love pigs, you know. You throw me a sheep anytime, well, that's
You see,
another
I'm not a
issue.
sheep fucking loser. I'm
Oh, well,
an
you know what, caller?
environmentalist.
I really don't know what
That's
they're going to do
why
about
I'm
this
single and
issue,
don't
so
have
I'm going to have
children.
to say I don't live
Carry
in
on my
Texas.
name.
I don't know, and I
All
got
I
another
have are
phone caller on the
Well,
line.
just stand clear of my wife if you see her. She has that same problem with cows.
All right, man, I'll do that. All right. Phone caller, you there?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Well, I'm flipping through channels, and I hear Chris Candido, and I hear people making love to sheep. Now, you tell me what's going on.
The virus,
It's
man.
called video virus. That's what's going on. And
Well, that's a hell of a contrast and a subject.
yeah, I got ADD, so I like to talk about a million different things all at once, and I never
Well,
really
I'm
resolve or
addicted
finish
to
anything.
daydreaming.
If I can
Who
finish
isn't?
a thought and generate
By the
an
way,
opinion,
Sonny was
then we're
so
lucky.
hot.
So,
Man,
hey,
what
what do
a
you think of
widow
this,
to
man?
leave,
In the
man.
memory of Chris Candido, God bless his soul, as my God and my brother, my witness, you are the best.
Huh.
Well,
How about that?
that's pretty cool.
Now he's laughing.
Hey, what do you think of Sunny, man? Wasn't she hot?
He just kind of like, he didn't know what to do, man.
I mean, it's like no wonder Chris Candido had a blood clot. You know what I mean? He was probably all revved up over being with Sunny. But... oh well, we got another phone caller. So stay tuned, caller. Stay tuned. What's going on, phone caller? You there? All right, they're gone. All right, here's an article I wanted to read. Amy Fisher blames ecstasy for attack. That's right. I'm sure you all remember Amy Fisher from well, the ecstasy made her do it. Amy Fisher says she was strung out on the club drug when she shot her boyfriend's wife in the face in 1992.
Feels just like
She
David
says, "I
Letterman.
was using ecstasy, a lot of ecstasy." Fisher, nicknamed the Long Island Lolita, tells Entertainment Tonight in an interview that was to air Thursday, "I had no control." Fisher was 16 when she visited the home of her much older lover Joey Buttafuoco. Buttafuoco, a car mechanic on New York's Long Island,
Buttafuoco.
and shot his wife, Mary Jo, as she answered the door. The drug made her feel strong and confident, she says.
Mary
I
Jo,
just did
why you
something
gotta
totally
kill
irrational,
fucking
Fisher
buzz
says.
killer?
Believe me,
Fucking
rational
J
people
squared.
don't go to do something like that in the middle of the day. It's just insane. She served 7 years in prison for the attack. And Buttafuoco pleaded guilty to 1 count of statutory rape and served 4 months in jail. His wife survived the shooting. The couple remained together after the Fisher affair, but divorced after moving to California. So the
That's
truth
a
has
good
been
fucking
revealed.
wife. God
Amy
damn.
Fisher was a whacked out raver. You know what I mean? And somehow Joey Buttafuoco had twisted her her peace loving attitude into this homicidal, illogical. No, I don't know. Actually, I really don't care. The only thing I have to say about that is if you people do drugs, be careful not to kill people, because you'll get thrown in jail for 7 years. Phone caller, you're on the air.
How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing all right.
I got to ask you a simple question. Just give me a simple answer, and I'll get off the air. With the light spectrum, which is 186,000 miles per second, and numbers 1 through 9.
Don't
with
patronize
0
me.
as
I know
the
light
genre,
speed.
Why do people need to compute through computers?
Why?
There you go. We'll let you go.
All right. That's an interesting thing to ponder. You know, I just remember he's talking about lights and spectrum. You know, lights are cool. They're, you know, I don't know how to manipulate them very well. Otherwise, I'd appear more handsome on camera. But you know, the whole reason why we use computers and why computers are the way they are is, well, because well, I don't know, Alan Turing, he had a lot to do with the development of the thought. I don't know. I'll talk about it on the next show. We got phone callers. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Hey man, I just want to let you know I think you're really cute, and I like your glasses, and I want to stick my finger in your butt.
All right. Anything else, phone caller?
Yeah. Do you like what kind of porn do you like?
Nothing with
personally like
nothing with you in it, man. I'm sorry, man. I don't swing that way, but it's nice to know I have fans. You know, I like the attention.
Do you have a favorite scat porn? Because I want to make a scat porn movie with you.
Sorry, man. Phone caller, you're on the air.
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Doing all right. You don't want to make a scat film with me, do you?
No, negative.
All right. What do you got to say, phone caller?
I just wanted to comment on the sort of bizarre anal motif we got going on the show tonight.
You know, it's all because of this stinking background. Hey, can we try and get the picture going on again? See, normally I'm like a virus, and I replicate in the background a whole bunch of times, like a million times over, you know. But we don't have the background going on because the internet server is so overloaded that people right now. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Like some junky cosmonaut.
Cool.
A million colors, a million
colors.
colors.
We had the guy that wants to
Sorry, Liquidity, I didn't read the part about YouTube. I'll turn the soundtrack off on December.
Yeah, let's just leave it on this picture right here, all right? Because I think that the wallpaper was just bringing forth too much anal rhetoric or
something. We had the guy that was into the bovine flatulence. And you tried to tie it all together with the greenhouse gas.
Yeah, he said to look out for his wife. So I will look out for King of the Hill's wife.
You know what? Les Claypool's pretty tight. I actually saw him on the Outdoor Life Network last Saturday. He was on like this fishing show. He was fishing. That was cool. And Monday, I will not be going to work. I'll be standing in solidarity with my Latino brothers and sisters. I'm not going to buy anything. I'm not going to sell anything. And I'm probably going to kick most of the day on the couch watching CNN.
Peace, man. Wow, a real viewer with real opinions. Wow, dude, the show's working.
12. World
All right,
12.
I feel good about that. All right, so now we'll move on. Angelina Jolie tops the most beautiful list. She's got that pregnant glow, but it is Angelina Jolie's humanitarian efforts that make her the most radiant, according to People magazine. The pillow-lipped actress graces the cover of People's 100 Most Beautiful People issue on newsstands
Mess
today.
with the best, die
It's
like
her
the rest.
4th time on the list.
That's my
but
password.
first
Don't
as a
crack
cover
my
girl.
nat.
Also
Motherfuckers.
making the Beautiful People list, which until this year was limited to 50, is Halle Berry, Julia Roberts, George Clooney, Scarlett Johansson, Kirstie Alley, Ryan Seacrest, and University of Southern California quarterback Matt Leinart.
Looks good in pumps.
Yeah, he looks good in pups. I don't know who he is. So, but you know, I see Kirstie Alley made the list. You know, I've seen her in some Weight Watchers commercials these days, and I mean, I really don't think she's as hot as she was in Star Trek 2. But then again, you know, those ears just kind of set it off.
That's why
you know?
I was an angry teenage
And Angelina Jolie
emo
topping the
Vulcan this
list.
last Halloween,
You know,
like
I'll
a
just bet
month
that old Steve from American Dad's gonna be real happy about that. You know, she's pretty hot, but you know, oh yeah, her family got voted world's most beautiful family. So if that doesn't make you either happy for her or jealous or something, then you obviously don't care about beauty or something. I don't know. Personally, I think I should be on the list because I mean I'm up here, you know, every 2 weeks for your viewing enjoyment, you know, and I do the best that I can to make myself look beautiful for you people. And from the phone calls that I'm getting, it sounds like, I mean, I don't know. I was watching this one show on public access the other day, where this guy, he's up to episode 4, and I'm up to episode 4 too, and he doesn't even show his face or anything, and he's already got 32-year-old women calling up and asking him out on dates and stuff, you know, and this is my 4th episode. I would have expected maybe something like, well, wait,
It was
maybe
a paper-thin
phone caller, what's
Listerine.
going on?
I don't know if they still make those.
I've just been listening to you, and you've been bringing up some pretty interesting stuff, but that Amy Fisher thing, she's addicted to the publicity. That's all she wants. Who cares what drugs she was doing? She just wants the publicity.
Attention,
Same thing
whore!
about this protest on Monday. You know, if they want to protest, it's their civil right.
Crushing
But
my
I
head.
myself, I'm a legal citizen. I feel like I've got nothing to worry about.
You got a passport?
What was that?
You got a passport?
Do you have a
Absolutely,
passport?
I have a passport.
Good.
Yep, I have a passport.
All
I've
right,
got a
you've
social
passed our
security
security test. All right.
number. Oh, good. So that's all I wanted to say. Nice job. We're enjoying your show.
Come on down.
Yeah.
Come on down. You sound cute.
What my camera
I am
guy.
kind of cute, actually. But
Oh, I am too, in a grisly sort of way.
Don't. Would you make it on the people list? I know I should. I mean, if
I don't know if I'd
Angelina
make it on the
Jolie made it on there.
But I don't know if I want to make it on the people list.
Too many people would know who you are then.
What was that?
Too many people would know who you are then.
That's right. I like being ambiguous.
I do that every Saturday night.
Ambiguous or anonymous?
A little bit of both.
Ah, okay.
All right. Well, you guys have a good night.
Well, thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye.
The ambiguously gay duo.
All right, so I don't know, what else do we have here? I don't know. I was also going to talk about that girl who had the novel. We've only got like 8 minutes left of show left. I really wish I had like a 3-hour show or something, because I really just don't have enough time for all this stuff that
I do now,
I don't know.
motherfucker.
We got this once-toted novel that has an uncertain future.
did
I don't
like
know
a
if you people have
7-hour
heard about
show
this
the
girl.
other day.
She's like 19. She wrote a novel, and she's been accused of plagiarism. And let's see, Viz Wanathon's novel
Granted,
tells
it
the
got
story
cut
of
off at the
Opal, a
5-hour
hard-driving
mark,
teen
but
from New
it still
Jersey
went
who
on.
earned
I
straight
put the
A's
link
in
in
high
the
school,
description.
but is rejected from Harvard because she forgot to have a social life. Opal's father concocts a plan to get her past the admissions office. McCafferty's books follow a heroine named Jessica Darling, a New Jersey girl who excels in high school but struggles with her identity and longs for a boyfriend. So these two stories were so similar that this poor girl has been
relatable and
accused of plagiarism
from what
and
I've seen.
ripping this chick off. And all I think personally is, with all the publicity she's gotten, she should just recover and write something new. And then we got
New
this,
shit?
a crocodile
No way.
attacks
Let's
a chainsaw in
regurgitate some more,
Australia.
man. Blah,
A 14.5-foot
blah,
crocodile
blah.
mauled a chainsaw a worker was using today to clear up debris left by a tropical storm that lashed northern Australia. While the croc and the worker were both uninjured, the saw's wood-cutting days are over. So just imagine, you know, you're out there with a chainsaw doing some work, and all of a sudden,
that finger, fuck my...
big old crocodile comes
me
out
up.
and chomps your stuff. All I can say is, you know, crocodiles are pretty cool. You know, you better fear and recognize their power. And, you know, if you wanted to die, you know, you don't really need assisted suicide. Well, from a human, anyways. You could probably just go hang out with a crocodile. And then we got this other thing. Dang, we only got like 6 minutes. China's Xinjiang enters the wild. So we got this panda that we're going to monitor with GPS tracking.
Is that your crocodile?
You know, we're gonna. It was raised in society, you know, and it's been let out into the wild and it's gonna be monitored. You know, personally, I just think, hey, it's kind of like what the aliens are doing with humans. You know, you just let them loose into the wild and see how they operate. You know, keep tabs on them. We got this UCLA Egyptologist is launching an online encyclopedia.
Assassin's Creed conspiracy theory
this professor has been trying to research Egypt for a long time.
Long
you
live
know,
Ubisoft,
or they have
right?
been researching Egypt for a long time. They have an encyclopedia that they like, but they can't update it, so they're just making a new one. The point of that story is making your own encyclopedias is cool. Nintendo is dubbing the new video game console Wii. That's right. If you've been keeping tabs on the Nintendo Revolution console, it was just released that it's going to be called WII, and it'll be pronounced Wii all over the world, and it's going to use wireless controllers.
Cap on, Jay.
And
Thank
the
you very much.
II in Wii is supposed to represent two people gathered to play video games. Wow. So it looks like two people, two WII. I don't know. All I know is you people better realize that this video game console is going to change the way people play video games, and that if you think you don't know nothing about video games, Ned, all right? You know, this Nintendo, it's going to change it. WII, the revolution. And also, speaking of video games, there was a gamer tournament in Europe that got canceled. In 2005, the World Tour organized by the Cyber Athlete Professional League, the CPL, gave away $1 million in prizes to pro gamers in 10 events held around the globe.
If I have any fans
this year,
out there,
they were
can you
supposed to be playing
calculate how many
Quake 4,
times I was right?
You know, there were people
Please?
who really dedicated
I'd really
their lives
appreciate
to
it.
this stuff.
'Cause I'm
There was a
thinking like
professional tennis
100%
player
right now.
that quit playing professional tennis just to become a professional gamer. We have this one guy, Jonathan Wendell, a.k.a. Fatality. He amassed cash prizes of $231,000 playing video games in the year-long event. So, you know, this is a big blow to professional video gamers as we know it. And, you know, I just hope that they can get the league going again, you know, because professional video games, that's cool. I don't know. We got one phone caller. Phone caller.
I got to tell you, 2009,
Coolio,
Jason
yo,
versus Freddy,
living
part
in a
2.
gangster's paradise.
Oh, yeah?
And next year,
That's
to come
so
out
cool.
Jason versus Freddy, Freddy versus Michael Myers next year.
Well, we got some scary stuff ahead of us.
Yeah, I'll call you next 2 weeks and let you know what's the next movie's coming out.
All right, cool.
I can give you the
And
website so you guys can check it out.
we'll have to give this guy a regular segment on my show.
Motherfucking
I tell you
Scott,
what.
yo.
I can push record right now on my VCR. I'm going to write your email down. I can send you the website because you should check it out.
All right, cool, man. I got another phone caller. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Phone caller, you're on the air.
It's all gossip and rumors, baby.
Oh, Wolf man. Hey, I got.
You gotta realize it's all gossip and rumors. You didn't
Motherfucking
do anything
Wolfman.
original tonight, baby. You're getting it from.
I don't give a damn. Phone caller, you're on the air.
I don't give a damn.
Well, it's all right. Got
Hey,
anything
so,
original to contribute?
Yeah, I just saw Mission Impossible 3 the other day, and it was freaking awesome. So I just wanted to share that with you. You should
All right,
check
I
that
do
out
give a
when it comes out.
damn. But,
All right.
you know, about
let's
shit
see,
like
As
that.
far as Les Claypool, Did you know that he did the music for and starred as the villain in a movie called Kung Fu Rascals?
No, Kung Fu Rascals.
Yeah, the movie is not good, but you should check it out if you're a fan
I'm
of
gonna
his.
pirate
All
that
I know is he
shit
did the
right
music for
fucking
Robot
now.
Chicken
Might
and
make
South
the
Park,
stream
of course.
glitch.
Right. Oh, and the Nintendo video game system. Have you seen the controllers where it looks like two remote controls with a cable connecting them, like nunchucks?
No.
That's the
But I
new
hear they're
video game
wireless.
controller. It's got like two A buttons, and it's motion controlled so that you can move it around just like you're playing.
I know what you're
Duck Hunt or
saying,
something.
bro.
Awesome.
Pretty crazy.
I think it's going to change the way people play video games. I hear
It
there's
is.
use of using a stylus pen as well. I mean, they're already doing that with the DS, but...
Yeah, they're working on it. Yeah.
All right, well, we
talking
got 1
about
minute
the
left to go.
Wii
Thanks
U.
for calling, caller.
Have a good night.
You too. Wow. So
That
let
didn't
me
come
see.
till
Is there
much
anything
later.
else in here? Any else of these gossip and rumors? I don't know. I had all kinds of stuff. Chevron made some money. Yeah. Freaking Babe Ruth. Oh yeah. Don't use steroids if you want to break records or something. And I don't
Chevron
know. I don't
gas
really
will
care.
save your
Look out for
engine.
China
It's
and
like fuel
Africa. They're
injector
going to be
cleaner
linking up and
in the
doing some
pump.
crazy stuff. Microsoft, they're going to take over the world in any way they know possible because they can't make any money with software these days.
And
Be
they
careful
still
not
don't,
to lose
but they're
your
doing
laptop
good,
because you
man.
could
I'm
lose
glad
your
they're on
life.
GitHub.
Microsoft expands anti-piracy programs, so now if you download the update that just came out, you're going to be monitored by Microsoft. And that's about it. I don't know. Yeah, don't use Microsoft products. This has been Video Virus. Phone caller, you gonna watch in 2 weeks?
Hey, yeah, you bet the hell I am, son.
And I'll be on the lookout for your wife, alright?
Oh, yeah, she's a crazy one.
Alright, take it
Peggy
easy.
Hill.
Wow, what a disorganized, crazy show. I barely had a grip on this one.
Alright, you're canceled. Off the air.
What's up, dude?
Too true, too true.
Yeah.
Are you off the air?
That's just my general advice. I don't practice what I preach. I'm trying to influence people since nobody has any opinions.
I should get rid of my
This is
Hotmail
off
account?
the air, behind
Yeah,
the scenes
exactly.
footage.
And your Xbox and anything else. That's good.
It's hard to tell because the video feedback is usually the indicator. Like the bald guy on the last episode, like that was obvious we were off the air, and he was.
Man,
Get
all
it?
these papers, man. All these papers.
Hey, lose some weight, you fucking fat ass faggot. Yeah, I hear that.
Hello, everybody. It's me, JJ, with another episode of
I just broke my motherfucking mouse. Look at that gaping hole. It's a miracle of science I can even operate this thing. Oh my god. Actually, it's not so much science as it is mathematics, because it's really like an XY coordinate system. You know, you got your roller here, which controls the horizontal, your roller here that controls the vertical. God damn it! Alright, I'll fix it. I just super glued this fucking thing. Do you see that nub? Yeah, look at the other side. Okay? That's not a nub, is it? It's got a hook. I just super glued it, but when I dropped it on the ground, it got ruined. I got a Are we back on? Hello? Can you hear me? I ripped my fucking PS2 to USB converter out of the computer too quickly because I wanted to demonstrate. I got it for like Cyber Monday for $6 on eBay, and like I'm really happy to have it. because I bought one once before and it's never worked. And I still keep it around. It's totally worthless. And I still keep it. What's wrong with me? It's a tiny little cable. It doesn't take up much space. Ah, God, life is so confusing, people. Like, there's obvious answers to our mega problems, and yet we still don't pursue the answers. Still, this was recorded back like fucking 20 years ago, and we still got the same problems! I'm sorry. I'm normally more controlled. I need fentanyl patches. I'm practically a caged animal at this point. My chemical imbalance is so fucked. I'm so toxic. I'm dissolving myself. If you can believe that. Alright, where did my fucking purple finger go? I need my cursor back right now if I'm gonna operate this fucking stream! Jesus Christ almighty! Hey, what do you think of that Good Friday episode? That's some pretty important shit. But at the same time, I was talking about Francis Bacon and what a great artist he is. When I said 92, I meant like 1592. I'm not sure if you picked up on that. Like, sometimes I assume too much. Like that people are into the same shit that I'm into. You know, like, you can never assume that. Okay, always appeal to the lowest common denominator. I think I had an instructor in college tell me that one time, and it changed my life, because, like, you can't assume or it makes an ass out of you and me, alright? If I assume that you know what I know, you're never going to get the point of what I'm saying. So I really got to deep dive into the context all the time, because I've got new viewers all the time. Why? Because, I mean, like, look, I've never had that many viewers. Like, how many people subscribe to me? Like 120? Like, even if I had the best subscribers on the entire fucking internet, which is not net neutral, by the way, but the digital divide is definitely better because of, like, Obama phones and, like, programs like the ACP, I think it's called. And maybe, like, what's the other one? ACP is what they came up with during COVID, but there's, like, the father of ACP is, I don't know, it's Obama phone, okay? Obama. You know, some people used to call him O-Bummer because they were, like, radical and they don't trust liberals, like, you know? And why should you trust anybody? Liberal, conservative, stuck in the middle with you. Why should you trust anybody? Don't trust me! I tell you I'm a good guy because I've never been caught being a liar. Even when I was caught stealing, when I was 10 years old at Play It Again Sports, all I wanted was some respectable wrist guards because I love my hands. I use them to play video games and I use them to play guitar. So, and I didn't like my rollerblade wrist guards because why? Why? Because I wasn't a blader, man. I was a skater. I wanted some Rector wrist guards. And, like, they're fucking expensive. Alright? And I don't live in a nation where everything is provided. And even if it were, it would be up to my mom or whatever to, like, get it for me. And the ironic thing is, she's the one who ended up humiliated when I got busted trying to pocket those Rector wrist guards. I'm sorry, Mom. I know. It's like a fruitless endeavor being a mother. It really is. Like, Mother's Day is way more important than Father's Day, because fathers, they just gotta go to work and bring home the bacon. Which my father sucked at, by the way. He pretty much relied on my mother to do the bacon, like, but he was a gentle and kind person when he wasn't completely fucking whacked out over trying to make money. And then when he was, it was a, oh God, it was a disaster. You ever see a monster truck rally? Like, imagine that, but like a human is the monster truck. That was my old man when he got too stressed out over money. Man, it wasn't cool. It fucking sucked. And I still can't fix my... I'm plugging in a different mouse. I got like 3 of them here. I know I spent $6. It's not even plugged in. No wonder my mouse isn't working. I'm so PTSD'd out, man. I'm not even high. I'm just like, this shit hurts. Like, I've tried so hard to save you, because I'm trying to save me, and it's all been a fruitless fucking effort. A lot like being a mother, I guess. A mother of a total fucking loser. A born loser. That's what's up. I told you already in that PC Gamer article what it's like to be a born loser. It's not that bad if you can accept it. Like, if you can actually figure out how to be a born loser, like how to fit into society as such a thing, it's not that fucking bad. Like, just accept it, you losers. Don't try. Because they'll expect more from you. All these losers on Twitch trying to make an income. Do you know how many people I met that said, oh yeah, this channel is my only income? It's like, yeah, let's see how long that lasts. You moron. You think you're gonna be a professional gamer? Guess what? You gotta be like Fatality. And I really hope I didn't wake up my mom getting that passionate about what I'm fucking telling you. I'm trying to save you. You gotta pull your heads out your asses, people. Your proctologist called, man. God damn it. And I'm not trying to kill your dreams. I'm not a dream killer. I respect the fact that the world changed with COVID. But guess what? I lived through 9/11. The world changed then too. And you know what? It turned into a worse place. At first, it seemed like it was becoming more secure. But then the security dissolved, and it turned more into conformity rather than security. Do you get it? Do you fucking get it? It's very important. It's our freedom. People died for it, man. They still do. Like, the Ukraine is a fucking Chernobyl nightmare that these people reclaimed and, like, made their home. And now that it's livable, they want it back. They're like, hey, thanks. Thanks for all the work, guys. We're going to take it back. What the fuck is that? Like, come on, man. Chernobyl. Like, they even addressed that in that Black Hat movie with Thor. Like, he had to go into the radiated place wearing a radiation suit and, like... By the way, if you've enjoyed this programming, I recommend that you go to brightidearecords.com and buy Radiation Suits, the entire album, because, fuck, man, I could use a hand. I can't get any fucking fentanyl, but I could use some dollars. Maybe I can buy some on the black fucking market, which, by the way, is totally racist. Why do they call it the black market, huh? That's come up with a new name, please. That's fucking racist. It's ignorant. That's ignorant. It's fucking ignorant. I'm so pissed! God, I can't stop! I've been living on this shit for 15 fucking years! I'm sick of this! You over-controlling fascist! What am I supposed to do? 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 I don't know! I should probably unplug my Ethernet cable, but I already fucking committed a federal crime on a live stream. What else can I do? I want help. I'm begging you, man. I don't want to die. This shit sucks. Have you ever been dope sick? It's the worst. It's the fucking worst. You fucking assholes. You don't fucking care about me. I've been through hell and back. I'm like that fucking Pop Evil song that I covered, man. Look it up on YouTube. I've been through hell and back. I'm still here. but I could use some help. God. You people don't care. Nobody cares. You know what? Oh, I don't want to put the blame on you. Oh, you're only human. God damn it. Fuck. But seriously, just because you're ignorant, it doesn't make you innocent. All right? Just because you don't know how to help me, it doesn't erase the blame. You fucking assholes. I've led a fairly functional life. A controlled, functional life for 15 fucking years, man. I should have lived one for 20, but I lived for 5 without the fucking opiates. You know how much pain they've caused me? The fucking constipation, the fucking scratchy itchiness, scratching my skin till it bleeds. Do you know how much pain it's caused me? But I use it so I can be reliable for you! You fucking assholes! Alright, I'm unplugging the Ethernet. You can watch the rest of Video Virus on the internet